Welcome to another vlog. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I have been a busy little bee cleaning this morning, as you guys saw, and I am trying out a new cleaning tool, which I think is going to help me greatly because I used to have a cleaning crew that came every week. I downshifted to every other week because it was just very disruptive. You know, when my cleaning crew is here, I like to kind of vacate, just give them the house to clean. I need to pick up before they come, you know, the clean before the clean. And every week just started to feel like a lot. So anyway, I downshifted to every other week, and it's actually been great in terms of the disruptions and like my workflow throughout the week or whatever. However, the cleaning is, you know, I didn't feel like I needed every week. But now that they're coming every other week, I'm thinking to myself, like every week and a half would be perfect. Anyway, that would be way too complicated for scheduling. So I've been, you know, picking up and tidying up and cleaning during that week, which is totally fine, during that week that they're not here. And so I have been looking for something to deal with my long hair in the bathroom. I would say that's my biggest pain point. I have long hair, as you guys know, it's usually up, especially in the summertime. I have long hair, and I feel like by the end of every week, I could probably make a wig with all of the hair that I find on my bathroom floor. So I'm trying out the Narwal Frio Pro. This is a robotic vacuum cleaner mopper. It is known to be able to handle long hair, so it does not tangle up in the long hairs. So I spent this morning, you know, unboxing it. It came really nicely packed, unboxing it and setting it up. And the setup was super duper easy. It has the base that the robot, you know, sits in and gets recharged. The base plugs into the wall, and the only, I don't know, assembly, quote unquote, that you have to do is that it comes with these brushes that you have to just kind of pop onto the bottom. There's a left and a right one. They're color coded, super easy. And then that's it. And then the only thing you have to do basically is just kind of remove packaging. So I had to remove this like foam piece. I removed like some stickers, like whatever, not a big deal. And then remove some packing from like the tanks that are inside that home base. So once I had it all like unpacked and set up, I downloaded the app. I signed up for like a free account. And then what you have to do is allow the robot vacuum to go around your floor and map it out. And you just want to make sure like some, you know, obstacles are out of the way, like anything unusual. So I had to move the box that I had just unpacked the Frio Pro from. What else did I pick up? I had like my ring light, so I picked that up. I had a couple pairs of shoes on the floor. I kind of put those away. So I just sort of tidied up and let the little robot vacuum map out the floor. So I just let it do that. I let it finish up there. I actually had lunch while I was doing it. Once it's done, it kind of lays out a map. That's my upstairs. Mine is two of the rooms. I closed the door to those two rooms, which don't really get used. And then you can schedule it. So what I'm gonna do is actually tap on the bathroom and have it vacuum up the hair on my bathroom floor. Let's see how it does. Now, because the Frio Pro does vacuuming and mopping, I just wanted to vacuum. So I selected vacuum and then I hit the play button, and then it's just telling me, because this is the first time it's cleaning, it may take a little bit longer than usual. So I'm just gonna hit start cleaning. So this Frio Pro uses a 3D structured light like these front sensors. It achieves millimeter level obstacle avoidance for greater safety with collision, identifying obstacles as small as 1 centimeter in height. And it also uses a 360-degree LDS laser radar, so it provides full 360-degree scanning for quick, accurate mapping of your home, fast identification of room boundaries, and precise path planning for optimized cleaning routes. Well, I have to say, I'm impressed by two things so far. It's quiet. It's really, really quiet. The other ones I've tried are much, much louder. I can be here talking to you, and it's not like that invasive. I'm also really impressed, like I left these little mats down on purpose because I wanted to see if it went around it or whatever, and it handles these mats really, really well. And it has this system where the whole thing lifts up and down, so it knows what kind of flooring it's on, if it's carpeted, if it's just a flat, smooth floor. So it's really good. It's handling like the corners of the mats really well. Very impressed. Very, very impressed. And it has definitely gone over patches of like clumps of hair that I've had on the floor. Not tangled. I'm not getting an alert or anything like that. So the little robot basically charges in the home base. You can set a schedule, so you can like set up a cleaning calendar if you want. You can also set up forbidden zones, so if it maps out a whole area and you don't want it to clean that area, you can set that up. And you can remote control the little robot through the mobile app.
Task completed, charging started.
Okay, so the app has told me that the vacuuming is completed, how long it took, and the area. Okay, so here is the bottom. Yeah, there's no hair caught. Usually I have to go through, I have to flip my vacuum cleaner over or whatever I'm using and actually like take scissors and cut the long hair out. But look at, that's pretty amazing. Wow, are there any, none on the wheels even. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put this on the ground here. And you can open up the lid from back here. And then here is the dust bag. And hopefully you guys can see all the long hair in there. It got all caught in there. Now this guy, let me see, this is a disposable dust bag. And it looks like it's gonna take a lot to fill this up considering this is all we have so far from the bathroom. And because I just pulled out the robot from the base, you can actually recall it home.
Recall.
Well, that is so jazzy. Thank you so much, Narwal, for working with me on this part of my vlog, and thank you for the Frio Pro. I'm really enjoying playing with it. I can't wait to try the mopping function of it, but right now I don't think I need to mop. The vacuuming of my long hair was all I needed, and it was perfect. I'm really so impressed that there was not one long hair stuck on that roller, and you saw how much long hair was caught in that dustbin. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Anyway, I'll leave a link down below in my description box if you're interested in trying it out. They have like different models or whatever, but that one is the Frio Pro. And I really loved how quiet it was too. It really wasn't like disruptive at all. Amazing, amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna continue like tidying up. I'm definitely on a roll. And then tonight I'm actually meeting two of my cousins. One cousin and his wife, and then one cousin and his son who are in from out of town. We're meeting at Italian restaurants. So I will be back to get ready with you guys and to take you along for the ride. Hello friends, I am back. It is such a gloomy day, and it's been really gloomy in Vegas. So odd, so odd. Anyway, I just finished up a bunch of work that I had to get out of the way. That's a good feeling. But now I am running a little bit late for dinner. So I'm definitely gonna be getting changed. I don't know if I'll have time to actually throw a face on. Maybe I'll just do a little touch up. What should I wear? Okay, it is humid and warm here, which is so strange. So strange for Vegas. So I do feel like I need to lightly layer. That's usually the secret to humidity, because as soon as you go into the AC, it's freezing because you feel like wet. Okay, let me try and put something together. Okay, I threw on this PRADA skirt. This is that nylon skirt that I got it at an outlet. I can't remember if it was Woodbury or in Palm Springs. I think Woodbury. Anyway, it is really poorly sized because it fits like a 40 or 42, and it is marked as a 46. So that's my suspicion as to why this PRADA nylon skirt ended up at the outlets. But anyway, I wanted to wear this, and I thought, okay, well let me throw on this t-shirt that's so linty. What's going on? And I threw on my Sperry topsiders, my little boat shoes here, the brown ones that I just picked up at Nordstrom. I love them. And I was actually checking out the Nordstrom sale preview to see if these were available during the sale. They're not, but a different style is, which I will try and remember to link down below, because I think by the time you see this, sale may be going on. Anyway, I thought this would be cute, especially because it's so gloomy and kind of like rainy out and humid. And I don't think I will need this, but this is that windbreaker that I just got at PRADA. It is the same exact nylon as this skirt that I got. I don't even think I put two and two together. I think Gabby, my sales associate, did. I think when I was, when she was like ringing me up for this, she was like, oh, it'll match your skirt. And I was like, what skirt? She was like, the beige nylon one you got? And I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. So anyway, yeah, it's the same exact material. Isn't that funny? So I'm in a beige nylon suit. I feel like this is my adult version of like when I wore corduroys as a kid and you made that zzz, zzz, zzz noise. Well, now it's the nylon noise. I don't know if I will need this, but I'll definitely wear this in case. Yeah, it's just been like kind of like raining on and off. It's been, the weather here has been really weird. Really, really weird the past few days. So anyway, I'll bring this. I do need to put on some jewelry though. I threw on my pearls today instead of my brown sapphire. And then one of my chains actually is downstairs, but I've been doing this thing. I've been making the micro chain, which is the thinnest, smallest link that Luna makes, and putting it together with the micro big, which is the next link up, and then clasping it right at the end. So like I'm connecting the two and then taking the other end and just connecting it at some point that I want it to close, and then I clip my pearl onto the micro big, and then I have like a little bit of a lariat kind of style chain, and it hangs down nice and long, which I like. I threw in my Chanel striped nylon bag because this just goes with everything. That's it. And all my other basic jewelry. Carry my jacket. I think we're ready to go. Good morning. I'm out for my morning walk and I wanted to just catch up with you guys. Yesterday's dinner, I should say, was really fun. Really fun. So it ended up being a bit of a birthday celebration. My cousin that was visiting from New York, his birthday's in a couple days. So we had a little dessert with a candle brought out for him. So that's what you saw kind of towards the end. And then my other cousin, his wife, she is an influencer. I'm going to link to her channel down below. It is in Chinese. So if you do speak Chinese, you'll be able to understand her video. But check it out anyway. She's so sweet. So sweet. And she talks a lot about like fashion and stuff. Yeah, it was just great. I haven't seen these cousins in a long time. So it was really nice to catch up. My cousin that was visiting from New York, he happened to have these digitized versions of these just old videotapes of us when we were, I mean, like babies. I think I was maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3 years old. And there's like some video footage of my dad and I walking along, I don't think it was an ocean beach, but maybe like lakeside. My dad loved water. So we were always, we always ended up at like some family outing at some like random body of water. So that's where we would see my cousins, hang out with my cousins. So yeah, it was a great dinner. The food at Amari is very nice. And I will admit, I thought I made a reservation at a different restaurant. So I've been to Amari before, and it's fine. It was great. I'm glad we went. But I meant to make a reservation at a restaurant called Anima by Ito. I don't know. I'll just have to try this restaurant another time. I had seen an article, maybe like an Eater article, written about this Anima place. I don't know. I had a total like perimenopausal brain fart. And I didn't even realize it until we were very, very close. We were driving. And my husband was like, I thought we were going like to a different place. And I was like, I did too. And I had to like triple check between like the reservation, the address, where I mapped to, everything. I was so confused. So yeah, I completely confused Amari with Anima. Not even that similar, other than they start with an A and are 5 letters long. So I've got a fun day ahead of me. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm going to be picking up one of the pieces that I got at the PRADA Summer House event. So this is for the fall season. I got that jacket. I don't know if you guys caught that vlog, but I purchased a jacket and a shirt, and the jacket came in. So I'm going to be going to the strip and picking that up. So excited. So excited. I mean, it's going to be months until I can wear it, but I just love it so much. I have such a Prada jacket problem. I have a lot of Prada jackets. Anyway, we're going to be picking that up. And then my husband and I are doing a little anniversary celebration. If you guys caught that on my Instagram, we are celebrating 29 years from our first date. So this isn't our wedding anniversary. This is our, I guess, dating anniversary. And we're doing something we love to do. We basically did this for my husband's birthday, but we're just going to be grilling up some Pat LaFrida burgers that we had ordered way back then in April. They've been in the freezer waiting for this occasion. And I'm going to be making some homemade French fries. And then last night, I stopped into Salt and Straw, which is right next to Amari at the Uncommons. And I got 2 pints of ice cream. Well, actually, it's 1 pint of ice cream and 1 pint of frozen yogurt. It's part of their berry, like summer berry collection. I'm so excited. So excited. So that's why I had to come out on my walk today. I had to at least do this before I indulged in cheeseburger, fries, and ice cream. Hey guys, just got dressed to head on over to Prada. You know, I was realizing I'm so excited to get this jacket, but it's probably gonna have to be like tailored. I think the sleeves are probably gonna have to be shortened. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm actually taking it home. Anyway, I'll be bringing you guys along with me, so I'll be trying it on and everything, so you guys will see the jacket that I got if you did miss that vlog. But I don't think I'll be bringing it home today, which is fine. It's still way too warm for this jacket because it's a wool. But anyway, this is my outfit for today. I actually haven't worn this shirt in a long time. This is the shirt that I got to wear to the Prada show last fall. So this is like a patch pocket Prada shirt with epaulets here. And I actually got it shortened. Do you remember this shirt? It was like super duper long. I think it was meant to be belted. Anyway, I didn't want like a fussy kind of like long shirt. So I got it shortened, but I have it tucked in. This is my We-Ar4 Pleated Skirt, which has like a cargo pocket here. And then I threw on my brown fringed Prada mules. It was between this and my cap toe sneakers. I think I like the mules. Because I'll be trying on the jacket, and I feel like this is more of a fall vibe. I keep running out of time. I wanted to put on some makeup. I think I'm gonna have to skip it though, because I told my sales associate there, my client advisor there, Gabby, what time I was gonna be there, and I don't wanna like screw up her schedule. So anyway, I think I'm gonna have to forego the makeup. I'm gonna put on some jewelry and then head on out. So as suspected, I had to get the sleeve shortened on my jacket, so I could not bring it home today, but that's okay. I love it so, so much. I was actually chatting with Gabby. We were talking about how that pressatorio, I think, is the method that Prada uses to like really press in those wrinkles and stuff into the clothing, how it was so much more prominent on my jacket than the one that I tried on during the summer house event. And I love it. She was like, do you like this? I'm like, I love it. They were so, yeah, they were so pronounced, especially like in the elbow crooks. I loved it so much. However, I did come home with something. Gabby made us a sourdough olive loaf. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this. Okay guys, I'm gonna tear off a piece. Oh, look at the olives in there. I'm so excited. Oh my God, it's perfectly crusty. It has that little sourdough zing. The olives like add to that. Oh, it's just so good. So Gabby's due. She's pregnant, as you guys could see. She is due, I think she said in 27 days, and she made me this loaf of bread. Is that not incredible? Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, before I ruin my appetite and eat this entire loaf of bread, I'm gonna change, and my husband and I are gonna do our cheeseburger, French fry, anniversary celebration. Oh wait, before that, I have to show you the salt and straw flavors that I got. Okay, so I got the huckleberry cornbread pudding flavor, and this is ice cream. So at Salt and Straw, they make ice cream, they make frozen yogurt, and then they make like vegan ice cream with, I think, coconut cream, I think is their base. Anyway, I almost got a flavor last night. Of course, I can't remember what it is, and it's one of the vegan flavors. And I actually have a really hard time digesting like coconut milk, almond milk, like ice cream or yogurts. I get really bad acid reflux. So anyway, I stayed away from that particular flavor, which I can't remember because it was like a vegan one. So this one is an ice cream. And then the other one I got is actually a yogurt. It's strawberry pretzel salad. I'm just really excited. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be trying these out today as well. Wow, this is gonna be a very, very decadent culinary day. Here's my burger. I opted for no bun because I just took down like half of that olive sourdough loaf from Gabby. And we have a giant vat of fries. So I thought a bun, well, would it make a difference? Cooked perfectly. So good. The onions were a good call. We don't usually take that extra step at home. Okay, going in for a fry. I'm gonna link to this recipe down below because it's a little time consuming because you have to let them rest between the first fry and the second fry for 30 minutes, but man, it's usually worth it. Let's see. Perfect. Well, I finished my burger and fries. What an absolute treat. And we took a little bit of a break. We watched The Bear. We watched the wedding episode, which was so good. And now we're going in for dessert. So I've got the strawberry pretzel and the huckleberry cornbread. I got this strawberry pretzel is so good. So good. Oh, I should show you what it looks like. Hold on. So it's got like a vanilla base, strawberry jam, and pretzel pieces. And this is frozen yogurt. I'm not gonna show you the calories or anything because that really just takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? That's good though. Pretzels really make it. Let's try the huckleberry. Wow, and this is full-on ice cream. Look, it's purple. What is it? Huckleberry cornbread pudding. Oh, I get it. So the cornbread is like ribboned in there. The huckleberry tastes like a mix between blueberry and raspberry. And then the cornbread in there, it's really good because the cornmeal, it kind of tastes a little gritty, and the huckleberry part is really sweet and the cornbread part is a little bit plainer. Ooh, that's really nice. I like that mixture. So good. So good and so summery.